Those masking guidelines ignited fierce debate of their own, a rare case where Senate and House Republicans publicly disagreed on a topic. While that seems to be largely addressed for the time being, there is another topic, campaign finance reform, that is now forcing Democrats to speak up and walk out. Last month, the Senate passed the Unmasking Mobs and Criminals Act, an effort to crack down and levy stronger penalties on protesters and those committing crimes while wearing a mask to conceal their identity. However, the bill faced pushback from healthcare advocates and people with medical conditions, as it did not provide clear exemptions for those who want or need to wear masks for safety reasons. The House voted against the bill, leading to a conference committee and the new version read today, which notes that any person wearing a medical or surgical grade mask for the purpose of preventing the spread of contagious disease is exempt.
The campaign finance changes in the bill are so significant that we did not even discuss or examine the mask provisions.
Senate Democratic Whip Jay Chaudhary blasting his counterparts across the aisle for introducing an unrelated section to the bill.
It removes the compliance of a federal political action committee with state election laws. Those state election laws provide for additional disclosures of whether a millionaire, for example, makes a contribution to the federal political action committee. And two, it removes any registration that's required by the political action committee's treasurer or deputy treasurer.
Republicans pushing back on the scale of its impact. Senate President Phil Berger, spokeswoman Roland Horse, writes the campaign finance reform looks to undo a collusive decision the partisan Board of Elections made during the 2020 election that benefited certain political organizations that were aligned with Democratic groups. That decision essentially changed campaign finance laws without legislative action and treated political organizations differently because of their affiliation. This change brings much needed parity.
If a billionaire wanted to drop, I'm going to use this as an example, $250,000 into a state party committee or in a leadership committee, they can currently do that under state law. That's not being changed here, and they already have that avenue to do it. Nothing here is being modified to allow billionaires to come in and just drop more money into it. The real change is mostly paperwork changes.
There are also questions about how this was introduced, not as a standalone bill, but as an addition following that conference committee about masking, which again, unrelated to the campaign finance section of this House Bill 237. After passing the Senate today, will now head over to the House. In Raleigh, I'm Michael Perchik, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.